Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, The Rule of Jenny Penn. Confined to a secluded rest home and trapped within his stroke-ridden body, a former judge must stop an elderly psychopath who employs a child's puppet to abuse the home's residents with deadly consequences. An hour and 44 minutes long. It is on AMC Plus. It's a psychological thriller, mystery, and thriller. It's psychological. 6.4 on IMDb. I thought it was a little bit higher, but only 1,084 people rated so far. I thought there was people in it that I recognized. Geoffrey Rush is one person in it, but I thought there was somebody else. Oh yeah, John Lithgow is also in it. So I don't know. I'm intrigued. It looks a little spooky. That's all I got for you. I don't know. We'll get into it. Right now, I paused it. It says New Zealand Film Commission. So, might be a New Zealand-based film. Boy, I'm struggling tonight. I don't know. Let me get in, watch a little movie. Maybe I'll get my speech back, but who knows? Probably not. Stick around. I'll let you know what I think. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of The Rule of Jenny Penn. Quite an interesting movie, to be honest with you. And what I forgot to share with, because I often do, is our director is James Ashcroft. The writers are Eli Ken, James Ashcroft, and others. So that's what it says on here. So I thought it was interesting because I thought it was definitely an interesting movie. I wanted to see what it was based on. It seems like it was based on a movie, or I'm sorry, on a book. Definitely not based on true events. Thank goodness. And that's really what I wanted to see. But we have, John Lithgow and Geoffrey Rush is the judge. Okay. Seen him in other things. I looked it up, whatever. You might recognize him, from different movies. But anyway, he is a judge. And I'm assuming this takes place in Australia. It's definitely not America. At first I thought it was, Great Britain or something like that, but I don't know. But it's, I think it takes place in Australia. Anyway, he's a judge who has a stroke who gets sent to a senior care facility. And that's where John Lithgow is, among other senior citizens who are there. But John Lithgow he's the one with the baby. If you've seen any advertisements for it, very spooky. My daughter was afraid of it. She told me not to watch this movie just because of that. But he's terrorizing, basically, the senior citizens just because he can. And so he really starts to pick on the judge because he's the new guy there, that kind of stuff. So, and it's funny because senior living facilities, most movies or tales you hear are about the staff. Staff seem pretty great, except for like the lady who wouldn't listen to the judge, which also made me think, about this. Like, I think judges make a lot of money. I thought they did. I could be wrong. So this guy gets put in a senior living facility, just fine, but he's got to bunk with somebody. Like everywhere else, you see they get their own place and it's a lot better care. Not in this case. And also the fact that this senior living facility, allows all the shenanigans to go on, right? Not that they allow it, but they don't see any of it. Like, they don't have like security systems, or they don't have people walking around at night to see what's going on like that. There's just like, if they did, obviously this movie probably wouldn't have been made. But you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. From a judge, he should be going to this great place. One last thing is where's his family, right? They don't talk about that at all. What's his family doing? The judge, mainly. Isn't it voluntary? Can't he just be like, hey, I'm leaving? They even said he's paying for it. So all that aside, it's a very interesting movie because you see this happening to people who, struggle later on in life with different types of ailments or whatever, Alzheimer's, physical issues and stuff like that. And so people are living out their formative years, and here's John Lithgow, terrorizing. So I found that an interesting watch, to be honest with you, and enjoy. It's sad to see that kind of stuff, but nice to see the creativity, something a little different than we're normally used to seeing. I love the acting from all of them. Um, from everybody who was in it. There's also his roommate. I liked him in this. Um, he was a rugby player. So there you go. I didn't really take any other notes. I think everything I said is there. It's a hard watch, especially if you have, which we all do have elderly people in your family, to see this kind of stuff, and you don't want to see it, but it's all make believe, so go into that. But at least you're aware of what you're about to see. It's nothing graphic, but it's mean. So there you go. But still very interesting. You can put that aside, the morality of the movie. Not of the movie, but of the things that happen in the movie. If you put that aside, you might find it enjoyable because again, it's different. There you go. That's what I got. I can't go any further. Hopefully, it was helpful. Gave you a lot of good details, but check it out. All right, thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.